we got some more fines in the NFL, Mario. This time, three teams, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Dallas Cowboys, and the San Francisco 49ers have all been fined for OTA violations, which is basically all-season workout violations. So, but what I find very interesting, Mario, is that not only did the teams themselves get fined, but the head coaches got fined as well. And what's even more interesting, Mario, is that they didn't get fined for the same amount. The Cowboys and 49ers did, but the Jaguars got fined even more, Mario. I'll get to my point. Okay, so the Jaguars got fined $200,000, right? But the San Francisco 49ers and Dallas Cowboys were each fined $100,000, while Urban Meyer, who was the head coach of the Jaguars, was fined $100K. Well, Mike McCarthy, the coach of the Cowboys, and Kyle Shanahan, the coach of the 49ers, were each fined $50,000, which I find very interesting. Maybe it has something to do with like the intensity of it. I'm not sure, but what's also very interesting on this, Mario, is that the specifics of the violation are unknown. So we don't know what happened that even got them fined to begin with. But they're saying, though, they're typically centered on intensity of practice sessions, which is something that I just mentioned. It could have had something to do with that. Two 49ers were injured during OTAs. Offensive lineman Justin Steele and defensive back Devarius Moore. They each suffered injuries that will likely keep them out of the 2021 season. So yeah, Mario, this is some very crazy stuff. I'll let you start off with this first. Before I do, this article was written by Nick Shook, who is around the NFL writer. So your thoughts on these three franchises getting fined and their coaches getting fined too?
Well, first of all, before I say anything, to Justin Skule and to Tavarius Moore, I wish you guys the best of luck in a speedy recovery. And I don't know exactly how the injuries occurred, but going to the actual fines themselves, Nate, yeah, look, I mean, first of all, you're not allowed to have contact or, again, high intensity. This is OTAs, you know? This is it's basically kind of like, put it this way. If football was boxing, this OTAs would be sparring. Put it that way. You're not supposed to go hard on somebody in sparring, you know? You're not supposed to like try to break the dude's face, you know, because that dude still has a fight coming up. So you got to kind of lower the intensity. It's a way to practice your skill, see what works, see what doesn't. So if that is what happened, then shame on them, you know? Again, these are OTAs. The team is still getting used to each other, okay? Especially the Jaguars. You have a new head coach. You basically have a new quarterback. You have a new running back. You have Tim Tebow's your tight end. Like, I mean, like, you have a completely new team. I don't understand the whole, like, I don't understand the reason for that, you know? Again, I'm not exactly sure, again, the specifics of what went on, but if it had something to do with high intensity or resulting in contact, you can't do it, you know? So if that's what happened, then they deserve to get fined. Now, again, I don't know what the Jacksonville Jaguars did to get a bigger fine than the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. But overall, Nate, this shouldn't have happened. If that's what happened, it shouldn't have happened. It's so weird to me because you know what? You people sign NFL contracts, right? But yet it seems like sometimes you don't follow them. It's absolutely ridiculous, you know. But not only that, Nate, they're gonna have to give up some OTAs as well. I know that's part of the punishment. They're gonna have to give up some OTAs. But not only that, Nate, these players are in shorts, they're in jerseys, and they're in a helmet. Okay, so they're not so overall, Nate. You know, you don't have as much protection on you as you would in a regular game. So I have no clue why you're doing this. Look, Nate, I will say this though, to all three teams, you know, best of luck this year. But if this is exactly what was happening, the contact and the high intensity and OTAs, it's not the time to do it. You know, it's as simple as that. So with that being said, I really have nothing else to add to this topic, and I'll pass it on to you, Nate.
Yeah, you know, with OTAs, like you mentioned, you know, it's basically you can't go hard on each other. That's basically what it is. And if that was the case, you know, which, you know, most likely it probably is because they wouldn't have been getting fined for it most likely if it wasn't. So something points to me saying that it actually did happen, but we just don't have any other specifics on it. But yeah, man, like I just don't get it, you know, especially with the Jacksonville Jaguars, because what do you call you? Like you said, they're a very young team. You just drafted your potential franchise quarterback. You have a new head coach. You have a new tight end. You have a new running back. You know, the team's very, very young. They're just trying to get to know each other.
Not only that, Shaquille Griffin added to your squad too. So you have a new defensive back.
Exactly.
You got more other new key pieces.
The team just basically got rebuilt. The Dallas Cowboys, that team needs no explanation. That team is basically keeping up with the Kardashians in NFL. That's basically what I'm serious. This is basically what it is. And the 49ers, I don't know how to describe them. But yeah, I looked at it, man, like I'm not surprised with the Cowboys. Like I said, they're basically the Kardashians only in football. They're always on the news for some stupid dramatic reason. And the Jacksonville Jaguars, they're a new team, so like I don't know why you gotta make them go. I mean, obviously you want them to be ready for the NFL season, but to violate the OTA rules and all that to get them ready, like you can't be doing that. Like you gotta chill out. But yeah, overall, Mario, like most likely something did happen, which is why they're getting fined. So I wouldn't doubt if it didn't happen. Um, but yeah, I do wish all three teams the best of luck, regardless. But you just got to follow the rules. That's just what it is. And if you did follow the rules, you wouldn't be getting fined. So with that being said, best of luck to all three teams that got fined. Best of luck to the coaches and all the players, and we'll see what happens.